We just ask for the thoughts and prayers for this officer's family and for our department as they deal with the loss of a brother officer.
Right now on CBS 42 News at 5:30, Birmingham police officers lose a brother and loved ones lose a son, a father, and a husband. This after an off-duty police officer is killed outside a convenience store, and the community is left to ask why.
And good evening. I am Natalie Tejeda. Thank you for joining us this Sunday. CBS 42 has been aggressively covering this story since the initial call came in just after 10:15 p.m. We first reported an officer down as breaking news last night at 10. In the hours that have passed, this story has become one of increased sadness. And our deepest sympathy is with the Birmingham Police Department and the family of Officer Kerry Hollis. We have team coverage on this story tonight. Our Melissa Kim is on Bush Boulevard where the shooting happened, and Tiffany Westry is standing by at the West Precinct. That's where Officer Hollis worked. We're going to get to our Tiffany Westry in just a moment, but first, Melissa, you have been working the story since it broke last night and stayed on to it into the wee hours of the morning today.
Well, Natalie, it's been a long night and day for everyone involved, but especially those officers who are trying to make sense of everything that happened here last night. It all started as an argument, then escalated into a man shooting Birmingham police officer Kerry Hollis. The man was a new father to a son who was born just 2 weeks ago and cared deeply for his family.
The officer was simply off duty, came to the store to make a purchase. And that's where the incident began.
Witnesses tell us the argument started when the suspect accused Hollis of damaging his motorcycle. That escalated to the suspect firing his gun. One shot hit and killed Officer Hollis as he sat in his car. The suspect fled the scene shortly before the first police officer arrived, followed by countless others, creating a growing police presence, including SWAT teams, K-9 units, and choppers overhead. The suspect's motorcycle was found a short distance away, and hours passed as the perimeter grew, stopping anyone from coming in or going out of the area. It was an emotional night for all of the officers on the scene and their chief, A.C. Roper.
We did everything we could to save him, but unfortunately he lost his life.
Officer Hollis was with the department for 5.5 years, and in that time he earned a reputation.
Very well loved and respected. We have some people that are taking it extremely hard.
Those fellow officers say Officer Hollis was looking forward to celebrating his 36th birthday this month.
We just ask for the thoughts and prayers for this officer's family and for our department as they deal with the loss of a brother officer.
Now, things did quiet down considerably here around 3 o'clock this morning. That's when police officers took a person of interest into custody. Now, they haven't said yet whether that person is the actual suspect, but we'll, of course, keep you updated as soon as we know. Reporting live in Ensley, Melissa Kim, CBS 42 News.
Thank you for that report, Melissa. Now, the events on Bush Boulevard caught everyone in the community off guard. CBS 42's Nick Goulas continues our team coverage tonight. He spent the day in the area talking with many people who live nearby.
That's right, Natalie. Some neighbors along Bush Boulevard here were about 3 blocks down from my location until about 2 a.m. There's also some people waking up today learning of the news of what happened overnight. Both groups, though, are shocked at what happened.
We just moved up here. I can't believe this happened. Just did quick.
Orlando Parker and his son Alexander moved across the street from the Bush Hill Quick Stop only 3 weeks ago. They had just gotten home from the store when the shots rang out.
We heard 2 shots when we got in the house. I look out the window and see a whole bunch of people running from the store.
Herman Henderson was back on the scene Sunday morning after spending much of Saturday night there. He feels it's difficult to control crime in the city of Birmingham.
Boy, it seems like we get it under control. Something happened. So we got to come up with something to try to find a way to make the streets of Birmingham safe.
Parker has one solution: prevent loitering at convenience stores.
And be out there all night and people putting up and you got people that's arguing with each other and we get caught in the crossfire.
Parker also wants to keep his son safe.
To try to keep my son away from violence and try to not let him see and hear anything. That's why he with me now. We're going to be careful out here.
Another man I spoke with who didn't want to go on camera with us said that it's been a rough month for the Birmingham Police Department with officer-involved shootings and officer-involved accidents, and he and the rest of the community send out their condolences to the Birmingham Police Department. Natalie?
And again, that was our Nick Goulas reporting. And again, this isn't the first time we've had this sad responsibility of reporting on the death of a police officer. While we take no pleasure in reporting any homicide, the killing of those who take the oath to serve and protect affects each of us just a little bit more than most. In August of 2011, Anniston police officer Justin Solahub was killed in the line of duty while chasing a suspect. He was a 3-year veteran of the department at the time. Then in December of 2009, the Pelham Police Department lost one of their brothers. Officer Philip Davis was shot and killed during a traffic stop on Interstate 65. And in June of 2004, Birmingham lost 3 officers at once. Harley Chisholm III, Charles Bennett, and Carlos Owen were all killed in Birmingham's Ensley community while serving a misdemeanor warrant. All 3 officers were assigned to the West Precinct. Anytime an officer is lost, it takes a group effort to overcome that loss and grief. That community extends to surrounding agencies. Right now, words of encouragement and support are pouring in from other officers and police departments in response to the death of Officer Hollis. CBS 42's Tiffany Wistry continues our team coverage via the mobile live unit from Birmingham's West Precinct. Tiffany, how's the mood there?
Natalie, Sergeant Dexter Cunningham says the mood here among officers at the West Precinct is somber. They're trying to cope with the loss as best they can, and anytime an officer is killed, it's felt all across their brotherhood.
Words of encouragement to the Birmingham Police Department and the family of Officer Kerry Hollis are pouring out on Facebook. Family members have even created a page for people to show support and share their memories of Kerry. The Hoover Police Department writes, "Please join us in praying for the officer, his family, and our fellow brothers and sisters in blue." From the Anniston Police Department, our deepest sympathies go out to our brothers and sisters in blue, as well as the family of the officer.
It's difficult because oftentimes it seems as if only other police officers really know or understand what you may be going through.
Cunningham says in spending so much time with each other on the job, fellow officers become much like extended family.
We as police officers, we take an oath to serve and protect. And when one of our own is killed, especially as tragically as this has occurred, it's painful and it hurts.
He adds that in a job where dealing with loss of life on a regular basis is tough, losing a fellow officer is even more difficult, and it will take time to completely heal. But they will make sure justice is served in a professional manner while honoring the life of Officer Hollis and continuing to do their job.
And Sergeant Cunningham is asking that anyone who has reached out to offer their condolences to the department continue to pray for Officer Hollis's family. For now, live in Ensley, Tiffany Westry, CBS 42 News.
And the city of Birmingham will host a salute to Kerry Hollis and all of the city's fallen officers during a special program on Tuesday at 9 a.m. Mayor William Bell, as well as Police Chief A.C. Roper, will be on hand at Lynn Park next to City Hall. Also last night, another Birmingham police officer was in distress after being injured while working a car accident. The officer was hit by a passing vehicle and suffered a broken leg, elbow, and shoulder. We're told the officer was taken into surgery a short time ago, but is expected to be fine. The investigation forced police to shut down southbound lanes of 2059 for several hours. Well, still ahead, we'll introduce you to a new mother who got a very incredible gift this Mother's Day. Plus, baby gates. They're supposed to keep children safe, but a new study shows in some instances they may be doing more harm than good.
Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Most of us stayed dry today. See a few showers on our radar sweep here. We'll go in a little closer to show you that there's a storm just north of Birmingham. It's got some lightning too in southern Coleman County, getting some rain showers as well. And we have a rain shower moving up through Hoover, so there's some areas of pop-up storms. That's what we're tracking, and we'll have your full forecast coming up in a few minutes.
And welcome back. From new moms to grandmothers, raising a family is a full-time job that sometimes just doesn't seem to get the thanks it deserves. So today, we take the time to say thank you to all the moms out there. And we caught up with one special mother who really knows what it means to pull double duty.
Well, Mother's Day is just something where moms are celebrated for what we do.
Mother's Day is special for Christy Hayes, as it is for many moms.
One thing I learned from my mom is that just to love unconditionally and just to extend grace to those who need it.
But today isn't just an any old Mother's Day for Christy. Last night, her son was born.
8 pounds, 7 ounces.
But this isn't her first go-around.
I've got a son, and I've got a daughter, and now I've got another son.
And she knows all too well being a mother can be a tough but rewarding job.
The challenges are knowing what's best for your child, and but the best things are, loving them and training them and teaching them.
But without Dad around,
husband's deployed,
things can get even more challenging.
We're having to be a mom and a dad and making decisions when Daddy's not here to make them.
And even though Christy must overcome so many obstacles, she's still grateful.
I love being a mom. It's just a blessing to know that the Lord really entrusted me with these children.
So to Christy and to all mothers everywhere, thank you for everything you do. Happy Mother's Day.
And we'd love to see how you are spending your Mother's Day today. Send us a picture of you and your mom to report it at CBS42.com. We may use your photos on CBS42.com or on air later tonight at 10. Well, still ahead, baby gates, they're supposed to be keeping our children safe, but a new study shows just how dangerous they can be. Plus, eat your veggies. They're good for your brain. But what does that mean for strokes? We have the results of a new study. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Storms are on the move. I'll have that forecast in seconds.
The trial for a mother accused of beating her 5-year-old child to death is set to begin tomorrow. India Kimball is charged with capital murder in the death of her 5-year-old son last summer. Prosecutors tell us the child was beaten with a belt for wetting himself. Another child was also beaten but survived. Jury selection is set to take place tomorrow morning. Before the trial starts, everything gets underway at the Calhoun County Courthouse at 9 a.m. Well, if you plan on casting a ballot in the June primary or in any election after that, be prepared to show a photo ID. You can get one for free at your local Department of Public Safety office or through your county registrar's office. And the state will have a mobile ID unit at the Hoover Public Library from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. tomorrow. Again, the primary is on June 3rd.
And now, CBS 42 weather.
Well, happy Mother's Day to everyone, and especially my mom watching on our live stream on CBS42.com. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Well, we got a pretty good day out of it. We got some sunshine. It was warm. It's muggy. However, there's some scattered thunderstorms on the radar. We're going to really settle into a summertime pattern. Doesn't it already feel like it? Not quite as hot, but the thunderstorms will just kind of pop up, and they're not everywhere. We'll be dealing with more widespread storms later this week. Let's take a look right now. 87 right now in Tuscaloosa, 86 Hubertville, Hackleburg, you're at 82, Arley 84 degrees, Lineville 83, Rockdale at 84 degrees, and 84 in Clanton. That's a look at the temperatures outside. Well, we have a little bit of dryness right now in Birmingham, but there's a thunderstorm that's very close by, and that's where we'll go to the radar. Here we are in Garden City, up on Highway 31, just south of Dodge City. We're getting some rain on I-65 near Hanceville. Also another rain and thunderstorm just north of Gardendale on I-65. Heading into the McCalla area, this storm has actually moved on me, just as I set this camera, as it moves into the Hoover area and into Ross Bridge. On a wider view, you can see showers and thunderstorms in Greene and southern Tuscaloosa and northern Hale County. And you can see the clouds. This is actually pretty interesting because it's clear skies. What you're seeing here is literally the thunderstorms popping up everywhere. Did you see that? We'll line it up with the radar. There it is, all the thunderstorms very widely scattered across the area. Interesting little radar tour I want to show you. Look at all the severe weather outbreaking in the plains, but off to the west, a snowstorm in Denver. So there's the tornadoes and severe thunderstorms in Kansas and Nebraska and Iowa. Denver getting snow. A lot of snow. May, isn't that crazy? So get into future cast, we're not dealing with snow. We're going to have some sunshine in the morning. kind of very typical to today, a chance for scattered showers in the evening as we head into our Tuesday. Starts off dry. We get more rain in the afternoon, but not complete washouts for Monday and Tuesday. You'll notice that the pollen count, we get some relief when that rain gets in here, but for tonight, 65 degrees, clear, patchy fog, and your backyard forecast if you're heading out. For this weekend, we're looking into for tomorrow, 86 degrees, a little bit of sunshine, and again, we will see showers popping up on the radar throughout the area. Regions, though, looks good, but before that, on Wednesday, good shot at rain.
Well, if you have a baby gate in your home, listen up. A new study finds the number of children injured by baby gates has nearly quadrupled in the past 20 years. New research from Nationwide Children's Hospital finds nearly 2,000 children are treated each year after falling through or climbing on baby gates. Injuries range from cuts and sprains to traumatic brain injuries. Researchers say many parents are not installing the right type of gate in the right area. Well, it's time to load your grocery cart with more fruits and veggies. A new study shows eating those types of foods may reduce your risk of stroke. Researchers poured over 20 years of studies involving more than 70,000 people worldwide. They found double-digit decreases in stroke risk for every 200 grams of fruit and vegetables a person eats each day. The American Heart Association recommends the average adult eat 5 to 4 servings of fruits and vegetables per day.
And now, CBS 42 Sports.
The fruits and vegetables make everything better. Folks, Auburn needed to get a lot better against Kentucky this weekend to have a chance to make the SEC baseball tournament coming up here. Auburn in the rubber match, they had a 5-0 lead, but now it's 5-4 in Austin Cosino. The solo shot to right, and we are tied up at 5 now. Free baseball in Lexington this afternoon. Kentucky on with 2 on, and Kai Tom singles through the right side. That is a walk-off. Auburn falls 6-5. SEC tourney hopes are still alive, though. Georgia, they did lose today as well. Sanford in the series finale against App State. Dogs down 2 in the 6th to try to advance the runner at first, but nice diving catch on the foul ball for the out. But there's guaranteed advancement here. It's Drew McWhorter. It's the rocket to left center. 2-run homer to tie it up. Sanford would eventually get the win, 5-2. UAB looking to sweep Tulane today. Thomas Lowry dealing 6 innings, 5 strikeouts for him. He had help as well. Jeff Schalk is a large person, folks. He's listed at 6'3", 215. He's playing first base, but watch the range and then the ability to find the baseball there. UAB gets the sweep. They win it 2-0. 10 in a row. That's it for the College Diamond. We're going to the paid ranks in Regent Field as CBS 42 News at 5.5 continues in a bit. You can count on that. And we're back. It's Mother's Day at Regions Field. Barons and Wahoo's first inning. Runner on for Trace Thompson. That's a single. Beham is in business. 2 on, 1 out. Rangel Ravelo up next, and this ball is smashed. It is deep. If it's fair, it's caught. What a play by Steve Selski. Good defense by Pensacola. Defense good for them. They currently lead 2-0 in the 9th inning. An ocean of despair, a vast expanse of concern, a warehouse of nightmares. But for the Atlanta Braves, they can always play the Cubs. They're going for the sweep after losing 6 of their last 7, tied up at 2, but not for long. Evan Gattis sends a bullet. It's actually a baseball over the left field wall for the solo shot to put the Bravos ahead. And then it's Jay Hay with a man on, and Gene Chiswick would say there's no question about this one. 2-run shot. Braves get the win 5-2 and sweep the Cubbies. Thunder and Clippers today was insane. Closing moments. LA up 2, but they decided to shoot it anyway. Blake Griffin with the miss. And so, thanks to Dr. Zabruder for the film here, Russell Westbrook has a chance at the win. It is no good. They came back from 22 points down. Los Angeles gets the win, 101-99. Undrafted free agent news, Adrian Hubbard inking a deal with the Green Bay Packers, joining HaHa Clinton Dix in Wisconsin. Hubbard, an undrafted free agent. He's tweeting that he'll prove to anyone that he had medical concerns. Anyone that had those concerns about his heart, they're all wrong. A.J. McCarron met with some concerns about his attitude reportedly this weekend. He will speak for the first time since being picked. We'll hear that tonight at 10. Here's some more stuff tonight.
That's right. Tonight on CBS 42 News at 10, we will have the latest on the investigation into the murder of a Birmingham police officer, Kerry Hollis.
Another check of your 7-day forecast, 86 degrees. Hey, Patrick, you can do the weather for me. 88 degrees on Tuesday. We have a chance for showers and thunderstorms Wednesday in the golf tournament. Coming up at Shoal Creek, Patrick and Lauren, they're going to be loving that weather out there. Nice and kind of cool, 72 degrees. Let's look at your 7-day forecast.
And that is all the time we have. 60 Minutes is up next, but we will be back tonight here at 10 p.m. Until then, you can catch all of our developing stories all night long on CBS42.com. Have a wonderful evening. And again, happy Mother's Day, everyone.